Welcome back. Welcome back. Now, look, I know I missed a lot of stuff with you guys. I was supposed to record and do this music thing with you guys, and I missed that. So I'll keep this really short. So we're supposed to talk about the course of life with chapter six on Monday, and I was out of town. And I'm gonna tell you why when you come back. This is Love and Worship with Kingsley Case.
You got the desires, yes, you got all the ones. But what
Welcome
you do
back, welcome back, welcome
when
back to
they're
Love and
gone?
Worship with Kingsley Case.
Where do you
I'm right now sitting in the pews at my home church in Great Harbor Key to Barry Allen's, where the love is real and real and real. One of the things I want you guys, my listeners this week, to stay in prayer for, if you can pray for anything, there's a young kid that needs some funding right now to do brain surgery. It's really a dire need. I think the surgery needs to happen this Friday. So if you're listening to this, I'll try to post up the information up on my podcast that you can reach out to the family that way. This is not sponsored by the family or anything like that, but I'm just sharing the information, hopefully that the family would be able to get the help that they need. And if anyone listens to this, the sound of my voice, and it's a week later or something like that, we hope and pray that I would have an update on Monday of a praise and of saying that everything went successfully and everything came together successfully. So we're just in prayer right now for that. So why did I miss Monday? Monday, I went into town, into Nassau, traveled from off of Great Harbor Key. Yes, we have planes here, not by boats. Traveled off to Great Harbor Key and went and took one of the utes. So I am big into trying to use my talents and my gifts to positively impact young people. And that's what I'm using. I'm not. A lot of people try to go and now become pastors of churches, and do all this other stuff, whatever the case may be. If God wants me to walk down that road, I'll walk down it. But for right now, my number one focus right now is just serving the kingdom through any means necessary. And when I say any means necessary, I'm willing to sacrifice 9 to 5s just because how important it is to pour into young people. If you hear my voice is not as clear right now because I've been talking a lot this weekend, trying to pour into studio. But I will definitely beg to say that Jason is the artist I went to work with. We're trying to work on his project and make that happen. And he is truly a savant. He is literally a savant. He has a gift out of this world. He has an ability out of this world. I'm really proud of him and what he's accomplishing. And we are at a very fragile space right now because he's at the space where he needs to be in an environment where the resources are available to him, because that's the talent level I'm dealing with. And he really needs the resources. And so I'm reaching out to anyone that is interested in wanting to help us to meet our goals and to succeed in our mission. And we're going to make this happen all the way, regardless of what the enemy has planned. We're going to make this happen all the way. I'm about to go into my next meeting with my spiritual father, but I wanted to give some shout outs to spiritual leaders. One of those being my parents. They've been pouring into the ministry with me. They've been very impactful. They're amazing people. I love them with all my heart. They didn't used to support me when I did music, but they supported me when I wanted an instrument to be in a band. But I always wanted to be an artist when I was a kid. I've always dreamed of being an artist when I was a kid. I've always dreamed of doing music full time when I was a kid. And people always talking about how you dress, and everyone has their opinions on how you ought to dress, what you ought to look like, and all this other stuff. I'm under the impression that if you fulfill your purpose and how God wants you to live in that purpose, He will continue to bless you and lift you up and continue to be an open door. And that open door happens inside of you first. So I'm trying to encourage you that if you're out there right now, I know this is going to be quite short and not what you're used to, but we're dealing with the course of life, chapter 6 in my book, which talks about walking in faith and in trust. And in order to walk in faith and in trust, we first have to accept that we're going to be met with dark places. And during my stages of getting to where I'm at, walking through dark places, I'm not talking about being away from what I believe in, but I'm talking about being in what I believe in. Now, God is ready, put it on my plate to, hey, go back into music. And I'm on the road, and I literally have a higher level of uncertainty. How am I going to pay my bills? How am I going to provide? What if I get in a relationship with a young lady who's in love with me? How am I going to take care of us? How am I going to support the church youths that have various needs? What funding is in place for me to be able to do that? I'm getting all these songs. I'm writing all these songs. How am I going to record these songs? What am I going to use to record these songs? How will it sound? What it will sound like? Will it be top notch? Will it be professional? All that I have against me, just going in it and the uncertainty with that. And that's the faith process, is believing without seeing. But then the trust process is trusting that it will succeed. Like everything I do will turn to gold, it will prosper, and just be an example and continue that walk and not giving up. And I'm at the point in my relationship right now with this journey that this is where most people give up and walk away and never come back to it. I don't want to give up. I don't want to walk away. I don't want to be that person to not come back to it. I want to give it my all and my best. And so I'm hoping that I would be met with a major breakthrough, that I'll be met with a major resource. But God just told me to just trust in him. And so my encouragement to anybody that's out there right now is to trust in the Lord, be of good heart, good cheer. Don't give up on your purpose and what the Lord has for you. There are big things coming. There's an EPK coming. I can't tell you who by. Singles are going to be dropped. There's a new book that's going to be dropped on the 25th. There's a lot of stuff happening. I hope you guys be here for episode 10, where I can deeply talk more and continue talking about chapter 6. Once again, my name is Kingsley Kase, and we're here with love and worship. Grace, peace, and love to you all.
You got the desires, yes, you got